Hello everyone and welcome to another video, and today we're going to be talking about the just everything that got added for maintenance on the Japanese side. There's a fair bit more to talk about than I thought there would be. So yes, I mean it was a 5-hour maintenance. That was a bit of a hint that there would be some extra stuff, and there definitely is some extra stuff. So let's just get right into it and talk about everything that we have found out recently. So yes, the maintenance did go through. There are now some benefits up to rank 50. As it has been shown in the data, the benefits for getting to rank 40 are 30, 10 energy pots, nice for rank 40 players, and 150% trust Moogle, which is actually pretty nice. Rank 50 gives you a 1 out of 10 UOC ticket, and also a bundle too. Not only do you get that UOC ticket, you also get a chance to do a 5,000 Lapis pull that gives you 10 tickets. Well, basically it's a bundle, but you get 10 regular tickets and 1 guaranteed 5-star EX ticket, plus the full Platinum equipment set, which the Platinum equipment set is pretty frickin' terrible. But still, with that being said, you know, a guaranteed 5-star for a rank 40 account, or a rank 50 account, I mean, it's not necessarily bad. If you have some extra Lapis kicking around and you don't mind the chance of just getting a random 5-star, hey, maybe you'll get something really good. On the other hand, remember, you could get something pretty bad too. Also, it should be noted that the 3rd anniversary live stream, the big important live stream that I will make other videos about before this happens, is happening on the 21st at 7 p.m. Japanese Standard Time, which is very early compared to all of the other streams that we normally get. So please keep this in mind. The 21st, 11 days from now at 7 p.m. Very important to show up for that one. And of course, one of the things we're going to talk about first is the CG banner that has come out. There are 3 characters on this banner, and to start, we're going to talk about, well, basically the 3-star unit. The 3-star unit isn't anything super great. There's nothing really that amazing. Well, I mean, to be fair, he does have, you know, some use spirit as magic attacks, which is pretty good, and also his Limit Burst cures all status effects. That's kind of interesting and not half bad if you consider it. The rest of his attacks, he does have an 8-hit AT frame attack that uses spirit as magic, so AT chaining with spirit damage, even for a 3-star, that's kind of impressive. But of course, one of the big things that we always need to ask about with the 3 stars is what is the TMR? And the TMR is pretty damn good this time. 15% HP as well as 30% element protection from the following elements: water, wind, and earth. Pretty damn good. Elemental protection I've talked about recently being very valuable on the JP side, so this is a welcome 3-star unit. Now, to talk about the 4-star unit. The 4-star unit has, again, a absolutely wonderful TMR. This TMR is basically at the level of super TMR. And yes, I really do mean that. It does have 40 defense, 101 spirit, heavy armor, that also has recover 5% MP per turn. Again, this is just a really high quality TMR that's pretty easy to get your hands on. So yeah, this feels generally pretty nice. You should never be sad about getting this unit in a gacha pull, because I think it is just an amazing TMR. Also, maxed out, her Limit Burst does have a full debuff of 65%. That's pretty good. It does some damage, it's 6-hitter, but I mean the big thing here is the debuff of 65% to all stats. And it's only 20 Limit Burst crystals, so it's not bad for people who are looking for breakers, and she can naturally wield 2 weapons. The rest of her kit, not super amazing, but it has some interesting stuff. Of course, that TMR is just too juicy to pass up. And last but not least is Charlotte. And before we talk about Charlotte, let's just take a look at her animations, which are so cool. as she arrives. You can see here her 7-star form, and here is that limit burst in glorious HDs. Just going to take a second to admire it. It's pretty cool. I really like the limit burst. It's pretty cool that they gave Charlotte a character who was just a 3-star before, you know, a lot of love, care, and attention. But, of course, we have to talk about her on her own. Now, first of all, her TMR, 200 HP, 50 MP, 25 defense, 50 spirit accessory. This TMR itself is just incredible. It is one of the best helmets in the game. I mean, it has 10% HP and MP on top of everything, but just a really high spirit, good defense, extra HP and MP. Yeah, wouldn't mind a couple of these for multiple different units, as yeah, this is just great. Even if you just get this for Awakened Rain, this is pretty damn good. Super TMR, of course, is also pretty damn amazing. 68 defense, 118 spirit, 50% to ice and holy resistance, as well as 20% HP and spirit on top of it. Just an incredible shield, absolutely glorious, would not mind getting it at all. Now, her limit burst turned out better than I thought it would be. Actually, much better. 4-turn, 80% chance to defend allies from magic damage, reducing it by 50 to 70%, and AoE maxed out 50% damage reduction. So she does have the highest damage reduction we've seen in the game. Interestingly, her limit burst is also super cheap. 22 limit burst crystals means that, well, I mean, she can activate this pretty regularly and it lasts 4 turns. So definitely a limit burst style unit. Stat-wise, she also has pretty damn nice 219 spirit with an extra 65 points to be put in. And yeah, that's just really high. I believe it matches Awakened Rain. But either way, it is just nice. Now, her kit is particularly interesting. 7% MP per turn means that she regens a fair amount. She also has a way to provoke enemies, which is pretty nice. She has natural charm resistance. She has some auto casting, regen per turn. She has some killers in her kit too. Natural chance to be targeted. She has some debuffing skills. She has some AoE protection skills that even have magic damage reduction. She has counter for magic damage. She has, again, debuffs for spirit and what else? Magic as well on a single target of 60%. Whew. AoE resistance to light or ice for 4 turns, as well as filling the limit burst for the party. Healing for the party at 3000 HP and MP, so again, kind of like Awakened Rain in a way. And the damage reduction really reminds me of CG Seghart, as well as the natural provoke, so she's kind of a multiple of different units. She's just a combination of a whole bunch of different units. Getting into her 7-star though, equipping her own TMR, which again you want to, 30% to defense, HP, and spirit, and guts, and 70% light resistance. So she has an 80% chance to ignore 1 fatal attack when her HP is above 5%. Just really, really strong. She has ways to just up the rest of her stats. Her chaining is the one thing that I didn't particularly, by the end of it, find that great. 600% AoE, 16 hit at 10 frames. Light physical attack with 100% of spirit as magic. Again, the spirit part is particularly nice because she should be able to hit very, very high spirit stat. The chaining itself does have chaining partners, although I've totally forgotten it. 10 frames sounds like Red 13, although it might also be 2B, because I believe 2B has a 16 hit, 10 frames chaining attack. So, 7-star 2B people, maybe you found your best partner here. But when her limit burst isn't available, she can also use her cooldown ability, which is on a 4-turn cooldown. AoE 1 turn, 75% magic damage reduction, just AoE. And AoE 1 turn 100% ice light resistance, and grants a couple of abilities for 3 turns, and those abilities are just debuffs to ice and light. So what do I think about Charlotte? I think Charlotte's absolutely incredible, an incredible unit that just has a lot of things that made a lot of other super great tanks super great. For instance, she has a little bit of Awakened Rain, she has a little bit of CG Seghart, she has a little bit of, as well, I believe, Wilhelm, just for the countering ability, and she has a little bit of just, other units that just have charm resistance, I guess. That's really what I'm going for. She has some attack capabilities, she has some absolutely amazing damage mitigation in her kit. Her armor and equipment selection is really, really good. Her stats are really good. Her limit burst is just fucking awesome. So pretty easy go on this one if you are looking to replace Awakened Rain, or if you, hell, are just looking for something new from Awakened Rain, or if you need a magic tank. This will be easily, I think, the top tier magic tank in the game. And for people who disagree, I'd say that there's one thing to consider here, because Awakened Rain is really her only competition for the top tier magic spot. Top tier magic tank spot. One thing, she has charm resistance, where Awakened Rain has stop resistance. Awakened Rain can protect the party for status effects, but if you consider some of the other units you could replace, I mean, she essentially has some of the abilities that make Santa Rosalia great, too. With the light and ice debuffing, she works well with Axstar. She works well with a lot of units that are either light or ice damaging. And she protects the party really well. In terms of magic protection, this is just my pick for number 1. But while I'm saying that, I don't think it's a complete blowout. Her kit is undeniably great for a whole bunch of reasons. But is she like top tier meta breaking? Probably not. If her chaining abilities had been AR chaining, I probably would have given it a pretty easy spot, just because she has just so much power there. But yes, for this, I would say, for people who are looking for advice on what to go on this one, I wouldn't go super hard. The 3rd anniversary is next month. We'll find about the banners on the 21st. There's still the raid at the end of the month, which could have something awesome too. So you got to be careful, because Alum has been holding a little bit back. Something fell in my kitchen. But anyway, I would say that this is a absolutely solid banner to go on, because the 4-star, the 3-star are both absolutely great great prizes in themselves, and you have 2 options of how you want to potentially spend here. First of all, there is the 11k step up, which is much cheaper for people who are looking to save some resources for the 3rd anniversary. I'd say that this is excuse me, pretty darn good, as the rate ups are good. But again, remember, you can have, you can get nothing off of this banner. For people who are looking to get a little bit of guaranteedness, well, here in this, you're at least going to get 1 4-star and 1 of the 5-star. A guaranteed Charlotte is basically the best thing. You can only do each of these step ups once, as it turns out. So much for running it 3 times. Guess that was lost in translation. But yes, the other one, the 11k one, is cheaper and has higher rates of just getting CG Charlotte. However, this one, the 25k one, has at least 2 guaranteed rainbows, an upped general rainbow rate, which is pretty strong in its own, and of course the 4-star. So I would say that this is particularly both 2 very good options if you're just looking to spend the Lapis and get a, Charlotte. Then it's pretty easy to get a Charlotte this way, and hopefully you will get 2 Charlottes. But this was not the only thing. There's also a couple of other things to note. There will be Trust Master banners. Each Trust Master banner lasts 8 days, with a new one showing up every 4 days. There's a Trust Moogle campaign. Basically, you get a random Trust Moogle with each pull. Featured 3 or 4-star units only. Blue or gold crystals will only give you the units listed below. Now, on these banners, I didn't see a banner for number 1 or 2, but banner number 3 will be Titus and Tifa with Mercedes and Water Veritas, Ecor and Camille. Banner 4 from the 9th to the 16th will be Rubicon, Emperor, Soze, Doga, Arc, and Loti. Banner 5 from the 13th to the 20th will be Ego and Eileen. Shinju, which actually is a pretty good banner, as the two of them are like bestest friends ever. Shinju and Nagulfa, Ruggles and Zidane. Banner 6 from the 17th to the 24th will be Kanshira and Renoa. Totally not why I picked this music, but there you go. With Barbie. Let's just Barbie. Lakisa, Tim, and Mim. Banner number 7 is CG Laswell and Duke with Yubel, Gravy, Irwin, and Rionan. So all of these are very themed banners to get these characters up and running. Honestly, don't do them, I don't think. While it is nice that the 3 and 4 stars are guaranteed to be specific units, probably should just save and see what the 3rd anniversary, and halfway through these are done anyway, we'll know what is coming for the 3rd anniversary banners in November. So yeah, I would just hard pass on that. Okay, now I think I've talked about everything. The magic and spirit door pots will be, which basically are the increasing stat cap pots, will be showing up soon. There's also something about a grand mission in the data, which I have no idea actually what it is. Nobody even on Reddit seems to know, so I guess we'll find out about that later. The 22nd to the 31st login bonuses have been revealed. The 22nd will give a guaranteed 5-star EX ticket, 300 Lapis, a rare summon ticket. Sorry, we're going day by day here. So the 24th, a rare summon ticket. 25th, 5% Trust Moogle. 26th, a 4-star ticket. Then 300 Lapis, a rare summon ticket, a 5-star or 5% Trust Moogle, a rare summon ticket, and 1,000 Lapis to end off the month, and a happy Halloween to all of you. So yes, that is pretty much everything. At least, I think it is. But what else could there be? There was nothing else, was there? What could possibly have shown up as well in the data? Why, look! What's that? Oh my god! Could it be? It's Super Mog! Stop, wait. Mog. No, we can't do that. I'm sorry, we can't do that. The copyrights are just way too expensive. We can't do it. We can't. I'm sorry to everyone. It's Mog's idea. But yes, this is actually a real thing. So we are going to be having super trust mogs in the game. Look how great it is. Now, interestingly, in the data, it was shown off that there were 3 super trust moogles. I mean, it only took Alum, what, a year? I guess that's pretty good for Alum, right? But yes, as you can see, there are 3 basic levels. You have your basic one, you have your blue one, and of course your advanced one. Now, there is no data as to basically if these are like how much percentage they give. The only thing that we know is that the data for the sprites is in the game now, and they look freaking awesome. Like basically super mogs, absolutely amazing. I love it to death. And yeah, I can't wait to see how hard, how insanely difficult these will be, and what kind of percentages they're going to give. Is it like a 25, 75, or 25, 50, 75? Is it a 0%, 50%, 100%? Obviously, we'll have to wait and see what will happen in the near future, but it is exciting, to say the least, to finally have these in the game, and finally potentially provide people with an alternative to just basically needing 4 copies of a unit to get that super TMR. Of course, I expect these to be insanely difficult to get for the foreseeable future, so, take it with a grain of salt. But that's everything in the news, and I would remind you that the 21st will be that huge live stream. And of course, I will be covering it not only on YouTube, but on Twitch. I will be restreaming everything that has it. So if you're going to show up for at least one stream this year, that's the one to show up for. Third anniversary continues as we continue to get goodies, and later tonight, I will be doing live polls for CG Charlotte because CG character. What you gonna do, right? Alright, so see ya then. Take care.